Hi, this is Lucy and welcome to a Fallout 76 Building 101 episode. Today I thought I would try an experiment. I am actually streaming through the new Xbox Game Pass cloud service rather than through my second Xbox, and if this works it will be quite useful, and it means I don't need the video capture card that I couldn't get the sound working on, or a backup Xbox. So long term that might be a solution. I did try it when it first came out in beta form and it was a bit kind of laggy for me, but it seems to be working okay today, so hopefully this is recording. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the camp and then I'll show you how to build it. I am at one of my favourite spots, which is just outside Morgantown, between the pub and Mama Dolce's. This house I am calling the Pop Art House. I don't know whether it's the weather. It's getting very cold here. It hit freezing yesterday, and I'm in the southwest of the UK. And do you know what? I've just realised it is doing that thing where it is not showing the wallpaper. There is wallpaper on this wall, because if I try and put the wallpaper back, nothing happens. You have to swap it out to something else. So there we go. The Vagaries of 76. I don't know why it's been doing that lately. And quite often, if you're with someone else, the wall looks fine to them, or a piece of wallpaper will be missing on a different wall. This camp is completely enclosed by this wall. This house is actually based on a real-life container house, which I think is in Spain. It inspired me. I just wanted the really kind of bright colours, something really cheerful. In the real world, this is a drive, and I picked this spot because you can get the foundations really low. I have a little garden here. I put the tree down and flamer trapped it like I did with the round camp, Hornbeam Hollow, and then managed to sort of shove in a few crops. In the real world house, this area is actually a pool, and obviously I can't do a sunken pool as such here, so thank you very much to Neural Rocket yesterday, who built this in my camp for me, because I do not have this plan on Scarlet. I've got it on my main character but not Scarlet. And if you're saying, well, he probably only built it because you're a YouTuber, he didn't realise who I was until after he built it. So, yay to the 76 community. I have all my workbenches down the side here. If my voice is a bit wobbly today, I think it's because I'm very, very cold. Downstairs we have a kitchen. And I have created a new style of kitchen using these counters here merged with the red computer server set. I will show you how to do this. It is a bit tricky. I've done it 4 times, so what could possibly go wrong? I've made a little counter here. Because with these there is a gap in the middle, I haven't completely covered it. Those are vents. It's either a grill or a draining rack. I've tried to use lots of bright colours in here, but leave it fairly minimalistic. I would really love some modern art like we had in Fallout 4. It would have looked great in this camp. I have seen some data mined. So usually what happens is I do a camp tour and something that would look fabulous in that camp comes out next week, so the week after. So I don't doubt they'll be in the Atom store next week. I did use this game board, which I thought was The stairs might seem like they're in a bit of an odd way round, but it was to do with where I wanted to come out in the room. This room was the most difficult to build because obviously it has 2 staircases in it. So we have an office area here and a seating area over here. I have used these light boxes to create a sort of faux art installation, I guess. Because I used the blackboards for the TV, I wasn't able to get a light behind it, but I have in fact merged the little orange floor light with this metal rose set, and it actually looks like the light is coming from the television. I agonised for ages over which colour to use in here for these, and I even tried alternating the red and the green, but I've finally decided on the green. It might change. I have little cacti on a stand here, and I thought cacti went well in this camp. There are 2 balconies. The first one is at the back, and it is covered because the floors are offset. So it's quite simple. I have a sofa out here and table and chairs. This is actually north pretty much, so this is not going to get a lot of direct sunlight. Yes, this was incredibly tricky because I pretty much nearly always power my camps now with hidden power generating boxes. There's one in here and there is one in here, but these require 1 power each, so it doesn't work. So I actually have a couple of hidden generators on the roof, and I've passed wires up through the walls. If you want to see how I do my electrics, I have a video about that. This is the bedroom, which is very pink. Again, I kept the decor very simple. I used the Brotherhood of Steel roofs for this because I like the interior rather than the wood, the underneath. So, bathroom with a view. I actually pushed this back into the wall. Well, I took the walls off, placed this on the edge, and so that when it was repaired. So I got rid of the kind of yellow plasticky looking tiles. I just wish I could change the shower curtain because it is hideous. And because this balcony faces south, I thought that it would be nice for lounging and getting a bit of a tan. Got nice views from this direction as well. You can see to top of the world. I will quickly show you. Here are my hidden generators. I mean, obviously you can power the whole camp that way. It was an absolute pain in the butt to do the light wall because I wanted to push it as far back as I could so that the power was hidden, but then not have it sticking out the other side. I think it took about 5 attempts to get it in the right place and a lot of flamer trapping and I used one of the variants of the staircases. I did get caught out with this, which I have done before, which is once you change them into one of the new ones, you pretty much can't take anything off your camp. It seems to be some kind of weird bug that I don't know if it happens to other people. It happens to me. So I would suggest when you're building that you use the base set and then convert it to what you want afterwards when you've finished. I do love the kitchen. I'm very happy with that. It was a bit of a pain though. So overall I'm very happy with this camp, and now I'll show you how to build it. I've cleared the area and stored the build. I have moved on to, or I'm in my filming world, which is my custom world, so I can keep the weather clear. Going to use these concrete foundations. And I'm going to use a stripe pattern temporarily to make sure that all the foundations are going in the same direction. As you can see, I have already dealt with the liberators that attacked. I normally start fairly close to this sign and try and line it up with the line in the road. And see if I can get that a little bit lower. We are going to do 6 wide. Come on. And 4 deep. So it should look like this, and we are going to double wall all the way around. Now I used these walls, and the reason was this line here is white and on top as well. Now you can do this numerous ways. I'm going to show you a new way of doing this and why will become clear. This might not work if the foundation's too low. So it probably won't work on some of the ones over the other side. But what I'm going to do is carry the wallpaper underneath the wall to the foundation, and by doing this, I did this in Hornbeam Hollow. That's how I got the wallpaper all the way to the ground. Right, in true recording style, it doesn't want to do it on this one because it's too low to the ground, but if you get your catwalk like that, you can add this half wall underneath. And because that half wall underneath is an outie, you can simply snap a wall on top of it. Now for this one, it might be too low for a half. You may be able to get a full wall in there. I was able to on some of them. It just depends how much. No, it won't. Can on that one. You will find if you try and take these walls off that you have to take the lower wall off first, and it can be a bit tricky to select. Sometimes it wants to select the foundation underneath. It's behaving at the moment, but No, actually no, I tell a lie, it is actually selecting the foundation. So you gotta... It is doable. It is bit... there we go. If you try and select at the top, it will select the wall. If you're not sure what you've got selected, don't forget you can see in the top right, it does tell you what is selected. Come on. So just go around and do as many of these like this as you can. Just saves having to put foundations round or use a door trick. So just go around and double wall the entire camp. Now this one you will not get a catwalk, a wall underneath the catwalk there, and you can't get a foundation there. So if you haven't seen it, I'll just show you quickly the door trick. Put a door in a doorway, convert the doorway to a wall and remove it. So you have a floating doorway. Because doors can open either way, you can put a wall in the opposite way round, remove the door and then double wall it. You just need to convert all the doorways to walls now, and I used this wallpaper, the one that looks like kind of white breeze blocks, I guess, not that one. So do that on both sides all the way round. On the reverse side, obviously we have these lower walls, and you can wallpaper if you can select them. You can wallpaper those as well. So it looks like the walls are going to the floor. Now obviously in some places like this where the foundations are really low, you're not going to be able to get those on. If you really like the idea, then just raise the foundations up. So you should have something that looks like this, like a parking lot basically. I'm going to change the floors up. Yeah, that's interesting. No, wrong one. I'm using this white tile for the inside of the house as well, on the ground floor. It's going to give you a layout for your house as well. I put grass here. I think the AstroTurf is right at the beginning. I put a crop plot in the corner, and I'm briefly going to take this floor out to show you how I did the tree. Unfortunately, we will need to convert these back into doorways, so possibly should have done it earlier. All you need to do is take one of the trees. Right. I think I used this one. I'm going to put it there. Might move it away from the wall just a little bit. Then get your trusty flamer trap. And flamer trap the tree. Then you can put your floor back. Couldn't say that for a minute then. Convert it into a crop plot. Repair your tree. And convert your walls back. It's actually getting a little bit dark already. I haven't even started building the house. I'd relogged my server because it was getting too dark to do anything really useful. And we're going to start by building the house by putting some double walls down. I am using the barn walls. That is going to be a glass wall, as is that and that. We're going to put a staircase in. Now, if you're using these, I did mention it in the tour, use the base set. I've had awful problems with the new ones. So just convert them to the set you want at the end. Come on. I haven't put the glass walls down below yet because if you have a single wall, you can't get a double wall on top of it. Now, because these sections are offset, this is actually the back balcony. So this is the wall at the top. I still hate these floors. And we are going to double wall this, so we need an extra floor just so that the double wall will work. We will be removing those extra floors afterwards. To get the window doorway in, I am going to put 2 half barn walls down, and then I am going to put my flamer trap on a stash box. And we're going to flamer trap both of these barn walls. If you wonder why I put my flamer trap away so quickly, it's mainly because it can carry on flaming, and even when it's not flaming, it often needs repair, so it's easier just to put it away quickly. Before we repair these half walls, we are going to put the wallpaper on. In this case, orange. Then go to your camp widget. It's easier than trying to... You can repair them in situ, but sometimes it's difficult to select the right bit, so it's easier just to go. And then you're going to replace these half walls with the glass. We can now remove these floors. Actually, no. That is going to be glass. If you have a problem like this, you can go downstairs and put a double wall in, or you can't. Right, this double wall is going to be a bit of a pain. You may have to take the stairs out. I would have done this previously, but it's kind of difficult sometimes to work out which walls are going where. So if you get stuck, just take the stairs out. Put a double wall up here. And put the staircase back, if you can. Oh, for goodness sake, stop being a... Here we go. Right. This one's easy because there is a double wall underneath it. This one has currently got nothing underneath it. It will have a glass wall at the end. Oops. And the same on this side. And we're probably going to have this... Oh no, it'll go in on that one. Wonder why it'll go in on that side but not that side. Who knows? Right, we don't need a double wall on this because this is the back balcony, actually. Did I tell you that this build was confusing? It can be a bit confusing. Right, sorry guys. What I might do is start putting some of the glass in. It will start making more sense now. This is the balcony railing. This is a wall. Trying to make sure that they're in the same place so you don't get offset walls. Right, this floor is pretty much done. I can add the glass walls underneath, making sure these are in the outy position. Just realised I have a cursor showing. It's starting to look like a house. Right, for the next staircase, we're actually using the other staircase. And I am hoping that we won't have similar problems. Yep. Come on. Right, this is the front balcony. This will be a glass wall. These ones should double up. Should. Yep, because it's got a double wall underneath. Nope. All of these will need a floor behind them to get the double wall on. This one won't because it's the balcony downstairs. It's really weird how this messes with your head. Oh, I got a spare wall there for some reason. Right. I'm just hoping, unfortunately, because it's Friday, it is what we call in the UK bin day. Bin day is when the local council come round with big trucks and take our rubbish away. We have curbside collection in most places in the UK, so they're being a bit noisy. So I'm hoping that doesn't translate onto the video. For the bathroom, we are going to put a double wall here and then a window here. Whoops. Don't fall out of doorways. Oh dear. Just wait till we do the kitchen. Yay. Right. Now we need to add the roof. I use these Brotherhood of Steel roofs, but obviously you can use any roof you want. I'm going to get up here. Ironically, Lucy might be safer on the roof, although if I do that, I can't tell which direction they're going in. Do these even have a direction? Did you notice I nearly fell off again? And we will convert, whoops, all of these. What are you doing? Convert all of these to walls. I mean, obviously you could put more windows in this section if you want. I do like these windows. I've used them on a few of my builds. Part of the reason I didn't was that I wanted a little bit of privacy for that floor, but also at certain times of the day the light comes through this tree here and produces wonderful shadows. Especially early in the morning, and I really like it. And you'd lose that with windows. So you know, it's personal choice. Just go around and finish doing all of the doorways. So your build should look something like this. Just add wallpaper. I used yellow on the bottom, although I did offset and put some pink in and vice versa on the... But we can do it sort of just same colour per floor. Orange for the middle. And then pink at the top. And I matched the wallpaper on the interior with each level as well. So yellow, orange, and then pink. I did put some white tile in the bathroom. And again, for the balcony, I used a glass half wall railing. So that's the house pretty much done. You can change these stairs out now. I chose... No, cannot place an unspecified error occurred. I must admit, I am getting so fed up with this lately. It is just... Sometimes you have to relog to be able to do it. I will be relogging to do the kitchen, so we can try it then. But I mean, there's no reason. I haven't done anything illegal in this build. There is no reason that these should not swap. And we pretty much wouldn't have been able to build the house if we'd used the sat from the start, because those sats stop you from pretty much taking anything up. I couldn't take foundations up. If we'd put the ladder down here early on so we could get that double wall on, you would not have been able to take it up. So it's starting to look like the pop art house now. And I am going to relog again and come back and show you how I built the kitchen. So the kitchen. After editing this video, I realised that I was already up to 45 minutes and the kitchen video is going to be probably another 20 minutes, which I felt was too long for even a build video. Build videos do take a long time, even with the editing. There are sometimes, given the complexity of subjects, I can't just bang it out in half an hour. So I've decided to do the kitchen video as a standalone video. So that will be part 2 and it will be out in a few days, maybe even only a couple of days, depending on my schedule this week. So I guess that's all from me today. I hope you like this house. For those that are only interested in the kitchen, I will put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video that the kitchen is not included. And I will hopefully see you back in a couple of days for the kitchen video. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching.